The LEGO Minecraft theme has been full of surprises this year. A standalone October release definitely wasn't on my bingo card, yet here we are with perhaps the cutest LEGO Minecraft set of all time. We've all been invited to Baby Pig's birthday party, so hey, let me introduce you to the other guests. Thank you to LEGO for sending me this set early to review. It'll be available tomorrow for 20 bucks? That's kind of awesome. If anything, I guess this is a set made as one last hurrah for Minecraft's 15th anniversary, and hey, I'm always down for some more Minecraft sets. I really do hope the theme is thriving. This is not LEGO's first foray into the world of larger scale brick-built figures. There were 5 Big Fig sets released in 2019 and 2020, and all the figures from Baby Pig's birthday celebration draw heavy inspiration from those sets. Let's take a look at each of the partygoers one by one. The largest mob in the set is the Creeper, and if it looks familiar, you're not crazy. This is actually a design that's almost identical to the one that was introduced in the Big Fig series they did a while back. That's Ocelot and Creeper. Only a few very minor changes have been made. For instance, the pattern here on the body is a little different, and the ball joint for the head has been given a bit more clearance, so you can go up and down with the head, whereas you couldn't with the old version. The legs are individually posable, which is nice, and he does stand up just like this, no problem, like you see on the box art. I do think that the little extra wiggle room given in the head just allows for so many more poses. That's a really great and easy change. As far as I'm aware, I don't actually have the Big Fig set, but this is also in that set too. So you can open up the head, and there's a piece of gunpowder in there, funnily enough. Okay, that's gone forever. And then, we'll see how well this shows up on camera, but if you look way inside there, there's even a 1x2 TNT brick in there as well, which is kind of funny. On its own, standing like this, and with all the poses you can get it in, it's a pretty great little model. There's another typically hostile mob included in the set, and that's the zombie. A baby zombie, to be more specific. And he's got some pretty good posability here as well, with hinged legs, and then horizontally hinged arms. So he can hug ya. Ain't that nice? Lots of anti-studs around the back, just like the Creeper. His head is on a ball joint, and the most unfortunate side effect of this is, of course, the light gray ball joint piece on the head, as LEGO just refuses to recolor these. That's a bit unfortunate, but it does, again, give you a very nice, strong way to pose the head in any direction you want. Beyond that, nothing too noteworthy here. I think he looks great, especially from the front. Once you get around the back, whatever, but he sits down very easily too. It can be balanced easily enough. And then we got the baby llama. This one is the most funny to me because the legs are just so comically short. The proportions here they're just a little bit more goofy, and that's quite all right. I think it fits in the setting very well. 2 new prints here with the eyes and the mouth. Nothing you can do with the head, but of course all the legs there, as you can see, are hinged just on the little clips, and he will be able to attach to studs very easily. Intentionally, as you'll see with all of these mobs, there have been studs left on the back, so you can have minifigures ride them, they can stack, whatever your heart desires. Yeah, this looks great, honestly, and the build, the build brings out some fun and surprising techniques, to get some of these shapes, which I do appreciate. More so even than your regular Minecraft sets, which typically don't do a lot of snot construction, but all of these mobs really made use of sideways building techniques, and it just made it a much more interesting build process than I'm used to with LEGO Minecraft sets. Here is the fox. I think this mob in particular does a really good job of demonstrating just how much variety the designer has put into the poses that you can put these critters in. So you can see the hinge there, which allows the fox to kind of sit down. And then the whole head actually can tilt forward too. So when he's sitting down, he can look forward. I think it's simple, but really cool. This is probably the most complicated of the builds here. You'll see going as far as to include upside down tiles here on the bottom. You get a lot of different colors. It would have been nice to have seen a few of these pieces recolored, but really impressive techniques that gives you some really cool shaping. So you can see again 2 new prints here. These are some of the weaker prints just because that white is definitely more of a creamy orange. Those 2 colors don't quite match, but it is nice to get 2 prints. This one's really interesting because that's a print on the side of a 1x2 orange plate. Go figure. But yeah, overall, I think the shaping here is pretty perfect, and I love the sitting pose that you can put him in. Great stuff. And similarly, our cat, which is our next mob, can also do the sitting thing. There's those studs on the back, so you can stack them or have a minifigure ride around. Kind of cool. So this head is on a ball joint, and the gray doesn't bother me too much because there's gray included elsewhere in the color scheme. And that just, of course, gives you all sorts of motion there, and it looks pretty good doing it. 2 new prints here again with the eyes and then the nose as well. You're running into the same problem with the white is just not quite up to snuff, but not terrible, especially from a distance. You don't really notice it. The ratcheting hinges here, fun parts usage for the ears. I think that works very, very well, giving you just a unique shape and size there. Cute little mob. And then, of course, there's the baby pig, and you see yet more unique articulation here with a head that tilts from side to side, and it's super, super cute. And much like the others, you've got a single stud on the back, and then the funny little party hat on top. A simple mob, but very, very cute. I like the oversized head. It's just quite adorable. Look at that, the head tilt. Great, great stuff. And it wouldn't be a party without a cake. This is the familiar Minecraft cake that we've all seen before. It's got a little candle on top. And this cake is quite fun because you can actually slowly eat it away. It just splits into these little sections, much like it does in the game as you eat it. And that's all there is to it. There's nothing hidden inside or anything, but you can simulate the party going through this cake, and that's a pretty cute little feature that I didn't really expect.
No, it's not a revolutionary set by any means. In fact, I was pretty surprised just by how much it borrowed from previous sets. But hey, don't fix what ain't broken. Unexpected and random though it might be, this set is definitely one of the year's most delightful surprises. It's plenty affordable and is a top contender for cutest set of the year, and I think it's a great way to finish out 2024 for LEGO Minecraft, a year that has produced some of the theme's best sets. I think I'll be scattering these little critters across my desk, and I'll very much enjoy playing around with them during boring work meetings. Let me know what you think of these little guys, and if you'd like to see more sets in the Big Fig scale. I mean, come on, imagine a Big Fig Warden. That'd be amazing. Anyway, have yourself a great life, and I'll see you again soon.